Hey neighbor, well it's December 2024 and I thought what a better time to look at what was the most popular seeds for 2024. Now this is not Greg's most popular, this is the ones you bought the most of. We're going to rank the top 10 varieties that you bought in 2024. We have close to 1,000 different varieties and we sell several 100,000 seed packs per year. So this is kind of interesting to me. Some seeds made the list that I didn't think should be there, and some of that I thought should be there didn't make the list. But anyway, this is a list that you made by the purchases you made from Hoss. So let's get into it. And coming in at number 10 is Jimmy Red Corn, which I thought was kind of unusual making the list. But Jimmy Red Corn is a very unique corn, field corn, and a lot of distilleries buy this corn to make moonshine and to make bourbon out of. We got some friends out from Atlanta called Doc Brown Farm that use our seeds to make their bourbon. Great for making grits and cornmeal. And look here, I've raved about it a lot, so I guess it shouldn't be any surprise that Jimmy Red Corn made the number 10 spot. And coming in at number 9 is something a little weird. It's the only seed tape that made the list, and this is the Rainbow Carrot Blend seed tape. Coming in at number 9, this is a variety of carrots that's well-rounded, easy to grow, but what's great about it is all different colors in there. I grew this last year in a raised bed, made a wonderful crop. So Rainbow Carrot Blend coming in at number 9. And coming in at number 8 is Gentry Squash. Now this is a crooknet, it's a hybrid. And this is the gold standard on squash. It has very good disease resistance. It's consistent, easy to grow. Heck, I think it's 45 days to maturity, you see right there. So this is what we call the standard if you want to grow a good squash here. Easy to grow, delicious, and has good disease resistance. So it should be no surprise that it made to number 8. Coming in at number 7 is one that I didn't think would make the list. Mississippi Pinkeye Purplehull pea. I think this one made the list because of the name of it. This is an older variety. It's been around for a long time. This one actually surprised me. It's something that we always run out every year. We're out of stock of it right now. We'll get more stock in February. They sell out real quick. We get as much as we can every year. But that just goes to show you folks, we are a southern seed company when one of our top 10 varieties is a cowpea, and it is the Mississippi Pinkeye Purplehull. All right, number 6 is going to be a bell pepper, and it is our Hossinator bell pepper. Makes a good, big, blocky bell pepper. It has great disease resistance to it. So what most people don't realize is with peppers, a lot of times they don't breed for taste. They breed for size. They breed for disease resistance. And this one here is easy to grow. It's got a great disease package on it. Makes a big, blocky bell pepper, and it is a good one. It turns red. After the green, as it matures out, it's going to be a red later on in the season as it matures out. But it is a standard bell pepper. If you want to grow a bell pepper, hey, this is the one. And coming in at number 5, now this one surprised me a little bit. Celebrity Plus Hybrid Tomato. Now, Celebrity Plus come out just about a year ago. We've had Celebrity for a long time, but the Plus series come out a couple years ago, and it added a good bit of disease resistance to it. This is an all-American selection, and this is a determinant type tomato right here. Great name recognition, a good all-around tomato variety that performs well all over the United States. It's probably not the biggest tomato out there, but it makes a lot of tomatoes per bush. It's very performs very well. It's very prolific, and it's a great all-around tomato with a wonderful disease package. And coming in at number 4 is going to be Hoss Green Blaze Bean. This is a variety that we introduced a couple years ago, and it's taken off, doing wonderful. I tell anybody, if you're going to grow a green bean, Hoss Green Blaze is the one to go with, because green beans don't like the heat normally, and they'll throw their blooms off when it gets hot. This variety right here is the most heat-resistant, consistent round bean variety that I've ever seen, and it shows being at the number 4 spot. It is a great one. Doesn't make a huge bush. It is a bush bean, but it loads up, easy to grow, good disease resistant, a good round, consistent performer right there, Hoss Green Blaze. And down to number 3, we have another tomato, and this is Red Snapper, folks. Red Snapper come in at the number 3 slot there. A good all-around tomato. Red Snapper's a wonderful name there. Now this variety, I think it's probably grown in the South more than it is anywhere else, the southeastern United States here. This is a proven variety with the commercial growers, and it's also a wonderful variety for the home gardener as well. Foliage on the bush there, it keeps them from getting sun scald. A wonderful disease package, good to eat, and a great sized tomato. And coming in at number 2 is Mr. Red Snapper's first cousin, the Hossinator tomato there. This tomato right here is the most popular grown tomato this side of the Mississippi. On the eastern United States, you're going to see Hossinator is going to be planted more than any other tomato. Now I'm grouping that together from home gardeners and the commercial guys. This is the most popular tomato all up and down the East Coast, even on up to north, because it is such a well-rounded, great tasting tomato that loads up, and it makes probably one of the biggest tomatoes I've ever seen come off a determinate bush. Now, it is a determinate variety, which is all 3 of our tomatoes that made the top 10 list are determinate type. This one right here also has great foliage on there. Now, it's real similar to the Red Snapper. The only 2 things I may say it could outperform from the Red Snapper, probably gonna make a little bit bigger tomato, and some would say the taste is a little bit better. But great disease resistant, it checks all the boxes for us on the East Coast for most of the diseases we have. So that's the reason it performs well, easy to grow, and a wonderful tomato, and well deserving the number 2 spot. And making the number 1 spot for 2024 is a seed coming at number 2 in 2023 is Jambalaya Okra. Jambalaya Okra, folks, is a variety that we have touted a lot here at Hoss, and it is our number 1 selling seed. Makes a smaller bush than most okra does, a smaller leaf, a smaller pod that matures out, but it produces a lot of okra. Easy to grow, but it produces a lot. So if you're looking to grow okra, this is one. I just had a customer in a couple of days ago, and we was having the okra conversation. And he said he works a full-time job, and he normally can't get out and cut his okra as much as he should. I said, well, Jambalaya is not the variety for you. If you're going to stay on a strict schedule of every other day cutting your okra, Jambalaya is going to perform well for you because it's going to outproduce any other okra by a long shot. However, it will grow too long and get woody if you don't stay on top of it. But it's easy to manage because the height of the bush doesn't get out of whack with you like some of the other varieties, and it is a great producer. And the pods seem to be a little more greener than any other okra that I've seen before. So Jambalaya coming in at the number 1 spot on our 2024 seed sales. So I got a couple honorable mentions here that didn't make the list, but they almost made it. And number 1 is Clemson Spineless Okra, which is the standard okra variety out there. If everybody's ever grown okra, they've probably grown this Clemson Spineless Okra right here. It's an all-American selection from back in the day. It is the standard of all okra varieties that everybody's familiar with. It's easy to grow. It's more forgiving than the Jambalaya. It can get a little tall on you, but it is the standard okra. Coming in at number 12 would have been Nashland Pickling Cucumber. Now this one caught me off guard a little bit, but Nashland Pickling Cucumber is a well-known variety. It's been around for a long time, and it came in at number 12. So we've got a couple of varieties that did not make the list for 2024, but they did make the list for 2023. They got kicked off the list, but I thought I'd go over those, and one of them's really going to surprise you. One that did not make the list this year, Bella Rosa tomato. Now, Bella Rosa has been a great one for the years past. I trialed out several varieties 20 years ago, and Bella Rosa was my top pick back then. Bella Rosa was one of the first tomatoes that came out that had good disease resistance, that had good flavor. It's a determinate type tomato here, a long-time favorite of here at Hoss. The bad thing is it's going to be discontinued. Some of these new varieties have took over Bella Rosa's spot, and it's going to be discontinued over the next couple of years. Bella Rosa will phase out, made the cut last year. I think Bella Rosa has made the top 10 ever since we've been in business. 2024 was the first year Bella Rosa did not make the top 10. Another one that did not make the top 10 that made it last year is Sangria Watermelon. I thought that was kind of interesting. Sangria, to me, is probably the best seed variety out there and the best variety to grow for a home garden. Some of these seedless varieties are really hard to grow and germinate. Sangria is easy to grow. It's got good disease resistance, a decent sized watermelon, and it is my favorite. It's also probably my favorite to use as a pollinator with the seedless variety. Hence, it has good disease resistance. So Sangria did not make the list for 2024, but made it for 2023. And I didn't look back any further than that. I got a feeling this made the list for quite a while. It's interesting we didn't have any watermelons make the list for top 10 for 2024. So as you plan your seed list for next year, keep some of these in mind. If you've not tried some of these varieties that everybody's raving about, you may want to try some of them, especially some of these tomatoes right here. And if you're a southern gardener, you definitely need to pay attention to these lists because these are proven varieties that work in the southern United States.